Right, good afternoon guys. So I think this is probably the first time this year I've actually managed to sit outside, not feel freezing cold, being wet by rain. That's a pheasant. Or being blown over, one of the two. So the weather is actually getting better, which is great. So the clocks went forwards an hour on Sunday, so we lost an hour's sleep, but it means lighter evenings, so that's really good. On that note, I kind of went to the camera shop today. Oops. Bought a couple of things. One being a Sigma product. So, where I'm doing more and more jobs now and things like that, I thought I need to get another lens that's sort of in my range as such that I've sort of already built up. It's another prime, and it's the 105 f2.8 DGDN macro lens. Ages ago I owned the 90mm macro from Sony, which was a good lens, but the autofocus system was a bit crap, which macro lenses you don't necessarily need. But today I was in the shop and they had this one here. One thing I really like about it is you've got f-stop adjustment, which is really cool on the lens, so you can literally just twiddle it. It's also got a silent off, click off button, so if you're doing video, it's quiet, which is nice. You've got your customizable button, you've got your full and limited autofocus distances, and manual focus and autofocus switch, and then a lock on the other side, which means you can lock. What can you lock? Oh, locks. Is that right? Ah, okay, so the lock locks it in auto, so if you leave it in auto, it means you can adjust it via the camera dials, but I don't do that. I just generally use it as I want. So yeah, really cool. It's all internal focus now, where the old lenses, not so much the 105, but the 70mm, which I actually looked at today, used to have a bit that would come in and out. This is an updated version of the 105 macro that I actually had probably about 5 or 6 years ago, which was a great lens, sharp and everything like that, no trouble whatsoever, but the autofocus again just wouldn't work in video as the camera bodies sort of progressed really. So yeah, really cool lens. So I shall test this out on the A1 and the A7R3 and see how it performs, but I'm sure it's going to be amazing. And it's a bit like the old Minolta beer can lens. It's about that same sort of size, if anybody's had one in the over the years. It's just a nice, it's not too big, it's not too small, not very heavy. It's got a hood obviously, which I just leave on as well. And then in the box as well you get the usual is that right? There we go. The usual padded case that I never use, and that's it really. And then the first thing I do is remove the lens cap straight in the bag and leave it in there, because I never use them. They go straight in my bag, and the hood generally stays on like that, so there's no chance of anything getting scratched, damaged or anything like that. So that's that really. So yeah, look out for some macro photos coming soon, but I can also use this for portraiture if I wanted to. You know, there's other things you can do with these lenses. I did look at a 2:1 sorry, macro from Laowa, but again, I've had Laowa stuff before. It's good, but when you want the best of the best sharpness and everything like that, you kind of need to look at Sony or Sigma or somewhere a little bit further up the ladder. And for this price, £649. I had a voucher from Park Cameras anyway that I built up, so I used some of that as well, which reduced the price obviously quite nicely. So a nice little discount, so an extra £50 off. So yeah, really good. So really pleased with that. I shall take some pictures now and then add them to the end of the video, so you can kind of see just a few shots. We've got some daffodils growing and stuff at the minute. There's textures of the wood and stuff on this table and things like that I'll have a look at, and maybe some little mini moss things. I need to go and get the camera flash out just to add a bit of extra light, because it's a nice day, but the sun's now hiding behind the clouds, so you know it is what it is. So but yeah, look out for some pictures coming soon, and we'll test this out properly, and I'll let you know what the autofocus is like. Obviously it's probably going to be very good on the A1 anyway, A7R3, I'll have a look. It's probably still going to be very good, but generally on macro you tend to be manual focus depending on what you're doing, but it depends how well it really works. Things have come a long way in the last couple of years, so you know, that's yeah. So anyway, don't forget to click the subscribe button, little notification bell as well. Check out the photos in a second, and hopefully if you've got any questions I can answer them. Like I say, I haven't used this at all yet, so give me a little while to get used to it and everything. But yeah, on to the next one. So check out the next video coming extremely soon, or like now maybe. Hopefully it's showing up somewhere in the end of this video, and you'll be able to see what else I've got. So see you soon. Right, so I kind of got carried away with the other lens that I bought as well, so check out the other video for that. This shot here is at f8 with the 105 macro lens, and as it swaps to the next shot, which is actually shot at f2.8, you'll see a slight difference in the depth of field. So obviously you have to take in consideration your f-stops just to make sure that you get enough in focus, because it can look very, very shallow. Just a quick couple of shots, yeah, literally. Very impressed with how sharp everything is. These are straight out of the camera, no changes whatsoever. I did try and take pictures of Tommy, but he wasn't playing ball, not until later anyway. So this is my new little mascot as such, so he'll be around a bit more, I'm sure. Anyway, catch you later. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, little notification bell as well, and I'll see you soon.